Hello everyone and welcome back to another unboxing video with Yoseka. Today I have a very fun thing here. I have the new Mildliner No Moto inks, and this is something that I think I saw online like quite a long time ago, released by Zebra for their Mildliner highlighters and brush markers. And basically the No Moto inks are a new concept where they've taken the ink out of the highlighter that we all know and love from the Mildliner and put it into bottles. So you can use these bottled inks in order to refill your highlighter if you do so desire, but mainly to create very fun gradients in other Mildliner colors. So I will get into explaining it. These are some of the ink colors. They come in these like really cute tiny little bottles like this, and there's more than these colors. There's actually like 10, I believe, for the whole set. There's way more than this, and they're in these cute little bottles. You can see they are inks. They're the same ink that is in the Mildliner highlighter. So this is the Mildliner highlighter. You've probably seen this before. I know this is a very popular one in the journal and planner community. But now these inks that were in the highlighters are in these bottles, and the ink is water resistant, and it is the same water-based pigment ink that is in the Mildliner highlighters. So the way that this works is you take a bottle, open it up like this, take your highlighter, dip it in the Mildliner No Moto ink, and use it to create a gradient between these two colors. So you'll have this color come out first, whatever No Moto ink you're using, come out first on the paper, and then you'll have the Mildliner ink come out second. So a very fun concept, right? So I'm going to do a little demo very quickly with one of the No Moto sets. These are the sets that they have released. They come with 3 Mildliner brush markers and 1 No Moto ink. And it's just kind of like a trial starter kit to get you started and familiar with the concept if you don't already have a bunch of Mildliner highlighters. So this is the set. You can see it comes with the 3 brush markers and the 1 ink. This one is the Mild Baby Pink tester set, starter set, and the colors for this is violet, dark blue, and lemon? Citrus green. I was like, lemon green? That doesn't sound quite right. So citrus green. And these are the combination like that Zebra has chosen as like a combo that will look nice with the pink ink, but you can combine any Mildliner marker with this ink to create your own gradient. So you don't have to just use these set markers that come in the set. You can use any Mildliner markers, but you cannot use this ink with metal dip pens or fountain pens. You can use it with glass dip pens and brushes, or like blank brush pens. You can use it with any of those, just nothing metal, because since this is pigment ink, Zebra doesn't want this to like interact or clog up your fountain pen if you leave it in there. So they only recommend you to use it in glass dip pens or along with your Mildliners. So the goal of the Mildliner No Moto is to get this nice gradient. I was messing around before, and you can do your calligraphy with the brush pen, and this one was violet and that pink ink, and so you can see while I was writing, this was the original violet color, and then I dipped it in the pink ink and it started changing back to the violet as I wrote. So this was me doing some calligraphy, but as I was saying before, you can actually use it with any of the Mildliner lineup. So if you have the chisel tip highlighter like this, you can use it and it will turn out like this. If you have the brush marker, which I will show at the very end of this video, if you have the brush marker, which I will demo towards the end of this video. This is how the gradient will turn out, and then if you use the fine tip that comes on the other end of the mild liner, this is how that gradient will turn out. And of course I had to test it with a glass dip pen, and it writes honestly like a normal pigment ink. If you are not using it with the mild liner highlighters, it just, you know, writes like a very normal ink. Feels nice, the flow is good. So now I'm going to show how to use this, or just what it looks like in action, I guess. So I'll open up the set, and this is the baby pink ink. See, it looks very opaque. That's how you can tell it's a pigment ink usually. So I'll open this up, open up my highlighter, and just to show you what the color is starting out, this is the dark blue color, so that is what it originally looks like. And now I will take the ink here and I will just dip the tip in like this. It's kind of hard to see in the glass, but I'm only submerging it like a third of the way down, because you want most of the No Moto ink to be concentrated at the tip of the brush so that it's easier to get the gradient. And that was like maybe 10 seconds. I wouldn't do longer than that, because then it's really hard to get the ink to go back to the original color. But this is what it looks like. And you can see it's changing back to blue. And now it's back to the original color. So that's what it looks like in the brush tip. It's really quick if you only hold it in the No Moto ink for like 10 seconds, less than 10 seconds. If you go longer than 15 seconds, I'll just demonstrate for you, but it will take a very, very long time for the ink to leave the marker. It'll kind of get really sucked up into the felt tip. So that was like quite a long time. So like, let's say you're in the situation where you do your little design and you're like, okay, that's great, it's pink, but I want it to go back to blue now, but you can tell it's not going to change back to the original color for a long time. You can actually take a cloth and just get the rest of the ink out. And by rolling it like this and dabbing it, and you can see the pink has left the tip and it's back to the original blue color like that. So it's really easy to preserve the original color of the mild liner highlighter, but it is not recommended to leave your highlighter capped like this after dipping it in the ink. Like, if there's any ink residue left on the marker when you go to store it away or leave it like that for a long time, it could permanently change the color of the mild liner. So you could end up with some middle mix color here for a very long time if you leave it like that and store your pen like that, which is, if you want that, great. But I just want to issue that little warning for you there. And I guess I'll show what it looks like on the chisel tip real quick. This is just so fun. I like playing with this so much. It's very entertaining. But yes, this is the Mildliner No Moto ink. It comes in many, many colors, just like their basic colors. So they have a blue, dark blue, lavender, pink, coral pink, lemon yellow, citrus green, gold, brown. I think that's all of them. So just basic colors so that you can get lots of mixes. Zebra says you can get up to 306 different gradient combinations with all of the mild liners that they have to offer and these inks. I personally really like this series with the brushes. I think you can get some really fun calligraphy out of this. So I would love to see what you all create with this No Moto ink, which stands for under, by the way, in Japanese. If anyone can lend any more insight into that, that would be wonderful, because under mild liner under, I don't know. I can't connect the two. So if anyone has any deeper insight into the No Moto name for this ink, that would be great. But I had a lot of fun messing around with this. If you all create anything very fun or find another way to use this ink, please feel free to let us know in the comments below. I will love to read what you end up doing with this, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!